Hi, welcome to Pilates by House. Today I've got a mat workout for you, so let's get started standing at the back of our mat. Feet are hip distance apart. We'll take a deep breath in as those arms reach up and overhead. Exhale, we'll dive forward, rounding down one vertebra at a time, all the way till the hands touch the mat. Walking all the way out, find a nice plank position. We'll do one push-up, and then walk those hands back, slowly rounding up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, diving forward, rounding down, hands touch the mat. Walking all the way out, find a full plank position. One push-up. Walking all the way back. Rounding up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, diving forward, all the way down, hands walking to the mat. All the way up, find that full plank position. One push-up, walk it back, and rounding all the way up. Last time, let's round down and hold. Arms reach up, rounding all the way forward. We'll walk all the way out, find that nice plank position. Holding that plank, the right leg lifts up to hip height, taps the floor. Lift and tap. Ribs are pulling up, tail is tucked. Lift and tap. For two, one, and switch. Left leg lifts and taps. Pushing up through those shoulders. Two more. Last one knee down, and then the other, right into a cat-cow. So you're going to exhale to scoop the belly around the back, and inhale, arch the back, looking out. One more here. And find a neutral spine. From that neutral spine, we'll reach the opposite arm and leg out. Reach that arm in handshake fashion, leg extends back, hips stay level. Slowly lower down, hand and knee touching at the same time, and switch. Trying to keep those hips nice and steady. Ribs pulling up, core is engaged. Just warming up the body, getting ready for our workout. Two more sets. One more on each side. Let's take that next one out to a hold. So opposite arm and leg are out. Keeping the hips steady, we'll take the leg and arm out to the side and back to center. Trying to keep the leg and arm parallel to the ground. Two more. Back to center, slowly lower down. Switch, opposite arm and leg out. Keeping the arm and leg parallel to the ground, we reach to the side and center. That bottom arm is still pushing up through the shoulder, trying not to sink. Last one. Back to center, arm and leg come down, push back, child's pose. Seated on your mat with the legs hip distance apart, arms are out straight in front of you. We'll take a nice deep inhale. On the exhale, tuck the pelvis, rounding back, finding a low C curve. Hollow belly, ribs closed. We're going to roll forward an inch and back an inch. Exhale forward. Inhale lower. Shoulders are down away from the ears. Feet are heavy on the mat. And what's moving you forward and back is the core, not momentum, not the hip flexors. Two more. Use that exhale to move you forward. Last one, lower back and hold. left arm lifts and lowers, alternating arms one at a time. Only lifting that arm as high as you can keep the ribs closed as you stay rounded through that belly. Both arms at the same time, both arms lift and lower. Again, only lifting those arms as high as you can keep that rounding in the spine. If you feel that spine arching, you've gotten too far with the arms. For 2. Last one to lift, roll all the way forward and hug those knees. We'll sit up top, take those arms straight back out. We'll tuck the pelvis, rounding back, finding that low C curve. This time we're going to rotate to your right. Both hands come to the outside of that right leg. Hold, now just the arms. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Again, holding that rounded spine. Feet are heavy, make sure the knees are still hip distance apart. You should feel those obliques turning on. For 2. Lift and hold all the way over to the other side. We lift and lower, lift and lower. Two more. Lift and hold, back to center. Roll all the way forward and sit up top. One more thing here in this half roll back position. Arms up, tuck the pelvis round back, find your C curve. Hollow belly, you're using the low core to lift your leg. And lower, and switch, and lower. So try not to use the hip flexors here. It's really easy to just use those hip flexors and get into the quad, but we really want to feel that low belly working to lift and lower that leg. Digging deep, closing those ribs. Almost done. 2 more sets. Last one. Feet go down, roll all the way forward, and then sit up tall. Nice work. Let's go ahead and come onto our backs. Arms go up, tuck the pelvis around all the way down onto your back, one vertebrae at a time. Arms come down by the sides. Walk those feet in closer to your seat. Legs are about hip distance apart in parallel. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, tucking the pelvis, finding an imprint first. Roll the hips to the sky, find shoulder bridge. One long line from shoulder to knee. Closing the ribs, inhale. Exhale from the sternum, slowly round down one vertebrae at a time, rolling the spine all the way down to the mat. Release to neutral at the bottom. Inhale. Exhale, press into the feet to roll the hips to the sky. Inhale at the top. And then exhale from the sternum, articulating that spine all the way down. And again, press into the feet, glutes and hamstrings, bring you to the top. Inhale to hold. And then exhale, get that nice massage for the spine as you come all the way down. So you can just take this at your own pace, making sure you're turning on the back of the legs to lift you up, and then really using the core to help you get all the way back down to the bottom. We exhale to come to the top, inhale, and exhale to come all the way back. Two more full range here. Let's bring this next one all the way to the top and fold. Hips roll to the top, hold it here, hinge the hips down 2 inches, and back up. So this time it's a hinge of the hips instead of a roll, and you're turning on the back of the legs, glutes and hamstrings to lift those hips back to the top. Exhale up. Inhale down. 2 more. Up and hold. From here, we'll lift that left leg up to the sky without letting that hip drop down. Keeping the hips level, the left leg lowers down in line with the right knee and back to the sky. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Keep pressing up through that right leg, turning in that glute and hamstring. Two more. Last one, the lift, bend the knee, foot comes down, keeping those hips high, again, the hips stay level, right leg up to the sky, nice and long, lower and lift. Make sure that right hip isn't drooping. You're pressing up through that left leg to keep the legs high. Two more. Last one, to lift, bend the knee, foot comes flat, hips are high, slowly round down. Take your right ankle over your left knee, pull that left thigh in towards the chest, find a nice figure 4 stretch. Switching your stretch, take your left ankle over your right knee, pull your right thigh in towards your chest, stretching out those glutes and hips that we just worked. Let's bring both legs to tabletop, one leg at a time, finding that imprint in your spine so there's no space between your low back and the mat. We're going to go right into toe tap, so dip the left toes down and exhale, pull up. Switch, right toes down, exhale, pull up. So we're only dipping those toes as far as you can keep imprint. So maintaining that connection between your low back and the mat. If your back is arching, you're actually going to lose that core connection and it might go into some back pain for you. So really important that we're only dipping those toes as far as you can keep that imprinted spine. Knee stays at 90, we're just opening at the hip joint. Let's up the ante, both legs at the same time, both legs lower, exhale, lift. Now your legs might not go quite as low here because we have twice the weight. So just remember it's not about your range of motion, it's about maintaining that really good core connection. Three more. Last one, legs come up, finding a frog position, heels together, toes apart, knees as wide as the shoulders. Same thing in this froggy position, heels go down, exhale, lift. Opening and closing from the hip joint. This time you'll really feel those obliques turning on. Just 3 more. Last one. And hug those knees into the chest. Let's bring both legs to tabletop. Again, finding your imprint in the spine. We'll lift the head, neck, and shoulders, reaching the hands along towards our ankles. So we'll extend both legs out and reach the hands up like you're taking off a top hat. Circle the arms around as you bend the knees. Everything reaches. Exhale, circle, and bend. So you can do this with the chest down if that's better for your body. Now the legs can go as high or as low as you need to maintain your imprint. The higher the legs go, the easier it is to maintain your imprint. The lower they go, the more challenging it is. So just find that level that works best for your body. Two more here. Last one, hug those knees. Extend that left leg out, pull the right leg into the chest. Take that right leg, pull it across the body, and look to the right side, little spinal stretch. Coming back to center, Pull the left knee in, extend the right leg up. Left leg pulls across the body and looking to the left side. Pull those legs back in, and we'll just turn over onto our stomachs. So just flapping over all the way onto your stomach. You're gonna have those hands right by your shoulders. Legs are about a hip distance apart. Pubic bone is into the mat. Belly button is pulling up. So you're gonna take a nice deep inhale. On the exhale, draw the shoulders down the back. Lift the chest, lift the hands, look about 2 inches in front of the face. Inhale. Exhale, lower back down. Deep breath in. Exhale, shoulders slide down the back to lift the chest with 2 inches out. Inhale, hold. And exhale to lower. Again, exhale, reach. And lower at your own pace. Just making sure you're really squeezing those shoulder blades back to lift the chest and not craning the neck. 3 more. Last 2. 1 more here. And lower down. Extend those arms straight up onto the mat. Legs are behind you. You're gonna lift everything off the mat except for that pubic bone. So ribs are pulling up, belly button's up, pubic bone pressing down. Exhale, everything else lifts. Hold. Now lift the opposite arm and leg a little higher. And switch. And switch. And switch. So just going for a little swim. See if you can get even longer from those arms and those legs. One more each side. And lower down. Now we'll stack the palms on top of each other and put the forehead down into the palms. Bend the knees, bring the heels together and toes apart so you're finding a nice frog position. So keeping the upper body still, we're going to squeeze the heels together and lift the thighs up off of the mat and lower down. We exhale, squeeze and lift and lower. So working those glutes. Remember that belly button is still pulling up to protect the low back. Just the thighs are lifting. Squeezing the heels helps turn on those glutes. Exhale, lift and lower. Two more. Last one, lift. Lower down, extend the legs. Hands go by the shoulders. Push back, find a child's pose. Just taking a little flexion after all of that extension. Coming down all the way onto your side, you're going to use your bottom arm as a pillow. Top hand is in front of you for support. You're in one long line from shoulder to toe, and your bottom body is lifting up so that the core is engaged. Keeping those hips stacked, you're going to lift the top leg just up to hip height, flex the foot, and lower down. So we lift, flex, and lower. Really important here that the core stays engaged so that your hips aren't rocking from side to side. I'm going to start to feel that outer thigh or abductors working. It's not about how high that leg goes, but about controlling and lengthening. 2 more here. Let's lift and hold, keeping those hips really still. Just draw a circle with that leg. So again, the core is what's going to keep those hips stable. You're going to feel that outer leg, a little bit of glute here. And reverse. We go back, down and around. Let's hold that leg up, press into that top hand so that the bottom leg lifts up to meet your top leg, lower both legs down. Top legs lift, bottom leg meets it, lower both down. Lift, lift, lower. Lift, lift, lower, keeping those hips really stable. Two more. Last one here. Lower down, keeping those legs together. Pull the knees up towards the chest. Feet stay together. Top leg opens and close. Clamshell. Did a lot of glutes today. This one's really focused on that glute medius. So you should feel that burn kind of in the side booty here. Two more. Last one, lower down. And let's just pop over into a plank position. Right into some mountain climbers. So right knee to your left elbow and back, and then your left knee to your right elbow and back, and switch. You can go as fast or slow as you like here. Back to that full plank, one knee down at a time, and we'll switch over to that opposite side for our side leg series. So down on your side, bottom arm is your pillow. You're in one long line from shoulder to toe. Top arm is here for support, hips are stacked. We'll lift that top leg up to hip height. Flex the foot, lower down. Lift, flex, and lower. Really stabilizing those hips from the core. Lift and hold, circles with that top leg. Again, really trying to keep those hips nice and still. And then reverse. Hold that top leg up, bring the bottom leg to meet it. Lower both legs down. Top, bottom, down. Lift, lift, lower. Lower down, knees together. Pull them up towards the chest. Keep the feet together, clamshell. So again, this one's working that side booty or your glute medius. Two more. Last one here. Close that clamshell down. Let's sit all the way up, and let's just take a quick stretch. So finding that plank position first, you'll lift that right knee up, pull it in towards the center of your body, drop the knee down, and then lower yourself down. You can stay up on the hands or go down to the elbows, whatever's comfortable for you here, just stretching that outer hip. Pushing back up onto those hands, and we'll switch sides. Left knee in, drop it down, staying on the hands or dropping to the forearms for a stretch here. You can feel free to stay in that stretch a little longer if you'd like. Thank you all so much for joining me today. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.